this. You need to be intentional. Come on. My mom will say, our lives are like eggs. Why? No. Forget that. We know. If you love someone, no matter where you are, it go they hungry you.
Yeah.
Make you hear that person's voice. Like I said, I dated someone for 7 years, and the story was when I have money. So use your number, sis. See, if you look person, if you look am deep, you'll not say there is a headway.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am not alone. I am here with my girl.
Hey guys, my name is Rose Emeka, and I am super duper glad to be here with you.
Yes, please. I'm super happy to have you here as well.
Thank you.
Today, we are going to be talking about something very interesting, and it's long distance relationship. All the pros and cons, the do's and don'ts, the trusts and insecurities. We're going to be addressing all that in this video. So before we dive right in, please, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscription button right now. Please, thank you so much. Now, without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Okay, so Mary Rose, please, when you hear long distance relationship and all the bands that come with long distance relationship, I want to find out from you, seeing that you are in one, what comes to mind? Like, what
for
does
me,
it entail?
I tell people,
there's
nothing like long distance relationship. There's no, I don't see anything as relationship is relationship, because for any relationship to work, be it happening here in the country or you guys are apart, it's key or the best thing that keeps anything working, anything going is communication. Once the communication is there, everything works smoothly.
So please, I want to ask you, since you say if communication is there, everything works smoothly. What about in a situation where there's a breach in communication because of work, where your partner works, and happenings of life, just something? How then does that kind of relationship work? Because I've heard people in relationships say things like, oh, I don't talk to my partner for 2 days and it's okay, I understand that the person is busy and all that. In a situation where you can just drive to the person's house or something, you are in the same city with the person. But in a situation where like you don't see this person often, how do you settle those kind of things? Like, can it work like that where you have not spoken to your partner for 2 days?
Communication, understanding, and trust. First, to keep any relationship working, the communication has to be there. No jokes. Like, you're not banding. You can't even, okay, let's see how the communication just has to be there. Now, coming down to, my partner being the busy type, it now depends on the kind of busy. Because I've had a lot of people telling me, I'm busy, I'm pretty busy, I can't, my friend, you are lying. You are lying. Let me tell you, no matter how busy, if you love someone, no matter where you are, it go they hungry you, make you hear that person's voice. As bad as it bad. Even if say you no fit talk, you go text and baby, I miss you. That is how, that is connection, that is love. So your work is not an excuse, my dear. It is not.
I
in any
really
way.
cannot understand when people say, oh, we understand ourselves, we don't talk for 2 days or 3 days. Like, what kind of understanding is that? Because to be honest, if for the whole day, in between that person went to pee, in between that person ate, in between that person slept, in between that person actually had a break. Let's say there's no break, but you shall eat. That time you were using to bite that burger. You were using that time to eat. You
can drop a text.
Don't even drop a text. Like, literally make a call. Like, hello, I'm eating now. I know that you're supposed to like have conversations, but right now I'm not available to talk for long. Hope you're fine. What's going on with you? All these conversations can happen in 1 minute or less, or even 2 minutes, and you can use like 5 minutes to eat. So when you say 2 days you don't talk because you are busy,
what are you working?
Unless you are even saying, oh, maybe when you are working, you go offline maybe yeah there's
only
no
exception,
phone,
sure.
All those kind of exceptions like that. But besides that, please, I don't see any reason why you be in a relationship with someone and you are not talking for 2 days, 3 days. Please make me understand, because
there's Gmail. You can always reach out. Come on, everybody has a functioning Gmail account.
Like, it makes sense. So another thing I want to talk about, like, is like insecurities in in long distance relationship. You know, the insecurity is endless. And I keep saying it that besides just being insecure, there's also lack of trust. Now, I've said this a million times to a lot of people that trust or the lack of trust or insecurity doesn't just come from the person you're dating or yourself. It comes from like news that you have heard, things that you have, experiences that you have had in the past, and also because of the person's, your partner's environment. So I said the other time that Wizkid, Davido, Two-Face, just imagine that these 3 people, they have a reputation already in the industry. And then you, now that you're a guy, your girlfriend comes to you and says, you know what, I just got a job with Wizkid, I just got a job with Davido and Two-Face. I'm going to be like their PA, their domestic PA. I'll go work with them from home, travel with him in his hotel room, you know, all those kind of things. This is work. And we have people that do work for these celebrities like this. So if you are dating that kind of person, are you not going to feel some sort of insecurity? Talk to me, please, sister.
Like I would say, anything lack of trust.
Yeah.
I don't buy the idea. This term insecurity. I'm not saying you should not be jealous unless you're a devil. If you like someone, come on, there's this tendency of, oh, who is that girl that texted you? But no carry on for head.
Yeah.
You will kill yourself. So, like I would say, I don't believe in insecurities. Whether or whether, even if your wife is a housewife or your girlfriend is not, is an introvert, she's in that her space, there will be someone whose eyes will be on her. That your husband, that your boyfriend, if he's not the kind of person that goes out, the Jaye or the Wizkid's PA, in that his space, there will be girls that still has eyes on him. So now, to me, it doesn't count where you are, because whether or whether, waiting won't happen, will happen. So I always tell people, how much do you trust yourself? If you trust yourself, and you're sure that even if you're in such situations, if maybe you're to be the PA to Wizkid or anybody, or even in your very space, that you come and see someone, you know, strip naked, or for the girls, some men use money to entice you, or okay, for jobs, they use it to entice you just for them to get under your pants. How do you manage it? If you trust yourself that if such situation comes, I know how to swindle this person and get what I want without, you know, going under the bed, or I just turn them down and move on because I have someone there. So you just have to trust yourself, literally, for you to be able to trust others. Like in one of my talks, I told someone, for you to be able to manage people, to, you know, check people, you have to be checked first. Just to ensure that you're in that mental state to handle all of that. So insecurities, for me, I feel people just put themselves under that knife. You just want to carry headache that they did not send you.
Right. Like this insecurity thing here, we have said this thing a lot of times. A lot of people have said this. Do not check your partner's phone. You're only doing yourself. If you go and, the Bible says, if you seek, you will find. So if you go and search for something inside that phone, you will find something.
My sister.
So I keep saying it that if you find a reason to want to check your partner's phone, then there is already something off about that your partner. I feel like
there's something off about you.
No. Before you get to that point, I don't think people act unprovoked anyways. I don't think people act unprovoked. And I also do not think that when somebody is checking your phone, it's just about the person. So I like to give like that kind of room for, okay, maybe the partner did something, you know, there's just something that is off. So on a normal day, you go to work and you come back by 4. Suddenly, one day, You come back by 8 p.m. and then what happened? You don't say, you're not saying anything. And then you start making calls. You start, I trust you and everything. But there is a change in your attitude.
Yes.
And that is why I'm checking. So I feel like if you come to the place where you want to go and check the phone because they're not saying anything or whatever, I think it's of you to check their phone, have a conversation with the person that I see that you're acting weird. I see that you are making calls. Who are you talking to? Confront the person and have the conversation. But by the time you want to start hiding to check the phone, you want to do something that you really do not want your partner to know that you are doing, then there's already a problem. And I don't think you should be there. Like, don't be there. If you have to be hiding, be checking, don't be there. Just allow the person to be going to be making
no. Forget that level. We know. So just trust yourself first, like I said. Trust yourself. And if such happens, if you know that your partner, okay, maybe he did it the first time, and you know that, man, confront him. But I don't. If I love you, I'm not saying I'm a saint, but if I love you, guy, I won't do anything to want to hurt you, as bad as the bad. So I don't see where that insecurity thing of lack of trust to be breeding in. I don't see where it's breeding in, because I trust myself not to be stupid. So I trust you not to be stupid. But if you do anyhow, I feel break your head.
Because see, anyhow. Please, let's wrap this up by talking about how long should a long distance relationship be before partners see? Because I've seen a situation where these people, they are even married, they are not even talking about dating boyfriend and girlfriend. So the man travels abroad to go and like look for greener pastures, and he's been gone for like 2 years plus, he's not back. According to them, they've been trying to get the wife to join him, but he has not been able to walk it through, and they don't have kids, so they're just there. So how long do you think this wife should wait? This is where the whole insecurity and trust and all those things, they are communicating, they talk every day. But I've also had situations where the man goes, oh, I'm going to hustle, I'm coming back, or you will join me. And 1 year later, 2 years later, this guy is already building a new family abroad. So how long should you wait in a long distance relationship before you see, or how often do you see, or how long is enough for both of them to be seen, or how often? I don't know. What do you think?
Now I'll ask, that person, what was the agreement before the guy traveled out? The
agreement is that he will go there, find his feet, and then invite her over. Okay. That's the plan. And this finding feet has been over 2 years.
That's deep. Because do you know what I'll say is deep is because this actually happened to me. I said I dated someone for 7 years, but you need to be intentional. Come on. My mom would say, our lives are like eggs. Like I said, I dated someone for 7 years, and the story was when I have money, when I have money, when I have money. Some people, it works for them. See, life, what is good for the goose is not good for the gander. So what might work for you might not work for me.
True.
So I won't discourage anyone from, okay, don't do it or do it. But I would advise you. So you don't just tie someone's daughter down saying you should go and hustle before coming. I mean, I love you. I mean, I'm in love with you. But come on, guy. What's the headway? Men are hunters. A man knows what he wants. A man, if you don't even get 5 naira from your pocket, but he will say, girl, I want to marry you. You're the woman of my dreams. And he breaks the bank to do that. So I'm not saying you should not wait for your partner to travel and go and make the money. All I am saying is that a baby girl needs assurance. I'm now sure that you are sure of such assurances. Then come on, I would wait for you. If not, man.
So what about if the person now keeps saying, don't worry, we're still together. If we're still talking every day for like 5 years and you have not seen, I have not still been able to go. The person has not come once. Will you still keep waiting?
To use your number 6. See, if you look person, if you look am deep, you'll not say there is a headway. But you get how you'll say look things. You sit back in your own. You look deep into the situation of things and is it workable? If it's not workable, man, advise you move on. If you feel like it's workable, then hold on to it. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, because I think that was what I did.
Yeah.
I was in a long distance relationship, even though I didn't think that that relationship was going to lead to
Yeah.
marriage today. I just started a relationship. We're like, oh, you're in Lagos, me, I'm in Bayelsa. How will this thing work? Well, let's just see how it goes. Let's try and see what we are doing. He was working. We'll travel. He'll travel out, and he'll come to see me. I will go to see him. And we did that for years. And right now we're married. And it's just really crazy how these things work. So I've seen a lot of times where people will say that I cannot be in a long distance relationship. See, I love you. For example, I travel from Abuja to Lagos now to come and live, and I started living here, working here, and something comes up and I'm like, I'm going back to Abuja. And then this person that I've been vibing and almost working a relationship out, so now I'll be like, sorry, I can't be in a long distance relationship because of this and that. Please, I would like for this thing to end. And I keep saying this, that you cannot not be in a long distance relationship simply because the person has to travel or something like that. Long distance relationship is not a cause, because what are your insecurities? You don't live with this person 24 hours a day. You go to work, this person goes to work, they'll meet people on their way, they'll meet people at their office, they'll meet people in the market, even if the person is a housewife. So you can't just sit back and say, oh, I don't really like long distance relationship. I want to be able to see you whenever I want to see you, or let it not be that I have to travel to see you. See, that thing that you're afraid of happening can happen whether you
anywhere, under your roof, even in your very before, your eyes. That's my principle.
So you have seen and you have held it. You have heard it from these two beautiful ladies. I had so much fun chatting with you, Mary. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. I really appreciate this. Thanks, Phil, for having me. I am indeed honored because I really enjoyed this talk, because I know that I've had a series of, you know, no's and no's in relationship, about guys telling me, I like you, you're my spec, but this.
So we have come to the end of this video. If you have come this far, you're the real MVP. Please do also hit on the subscription button already. Thank you so much. And until next time, I'm going to see you on my next one.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Bye. Mwah.